and the
Make your
cat started to
presence
make a
known.
noise.
Of course.
Of course.
And
Cats are sacred and they can do what
It's
they
a
want.
cat.
that's
Yeah.
true. Cats are intended
cat.
to do
Yeah.
what they want. We have
Little
two of them.
agents of chaos.
Oh, every time. No matter.
Ugh.
Even the sweet ones, especially the sweet ones.
Yes.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that people who hate cats have like no sense of humor because cats are the funniest
They're wild.
little
They're
like
so
demonic
ridiculous.
cotton balls. you've
Hello,
ever seen.
everybody.
Demonic cotton balls. I
We
love that.
we came in as we were talking about demonic cotton balls, which are cats, because our cat came into the room and started
Demonic-
making noise the second we hit record.
I should
Yep.
say demonic cotton balls positive.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
not a
It
criticism.
was
Not a
not a
criticism.
criticism.
They are
No,
sharp
no.
demonic cotton balls.
Yes,
Welcome,
exactly.
one and all present and watching the VOD, to the Grinwell Cup preliminary rounds discussion, part 1.
Oh my gosh.
We're here to talk about the first 8 polls in this year's Grinwell Cup. If you don't know what the Grinwell Cup is and you are confused, you buckle up because you're going to get more confused the second I explain what it is. The Grinwell Cup is a March Madness bracket that Allie here started about 2 years ago. This is the 3rd annual Grinwell Cup to figure out which character in the Wheel of Time books
The books.
is the hottest character. Why is it the books? Because the actors are real people, and we don't want to do that.
My nightmare
So-
was somebody being like, but their nose is kind of weird. Like, these are real people. We're not going to do this, you know?
Mhm.
So
Nope.
we are here today to talk solely about the characters in the books to determine which of them has the greatest essence of hotness. What does that mean, Allie?
It means anything
It means
under
whatever
the sun.
you want it to mean.
Yes. It means pants feelings all the way to I want to light them on fire.
Yes.
That is also a completely valid interpretation.
Completely
of what
valid,
happens.
completely and totally allowed. The rules of the Grinwell Cup are quite simple. Vote for who you think has the greatest essence of hotness. Don't talk about the actors. Don't be real creepy and weird.
Yeah.
That's
Please.
about it. That's
Only
pretty much
I'm
all it
allowed
boils
to
down
be
to.
Creepy.
So we are honored today to be joined by a few very special guests, the hosts of the impeccable podcast Queers of Time.
My God.
Let's go clockwise, starting with James. Go ahead, introduce yourselves. Tell us a little bit about your relationship to the Wheel of Time, and if you had to pick one character who was the hottest without the cup, your personal pick, who is it going to be? James, take us
So
away.
we did not prep them for these questions.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah, no, you really didn't.
We did not do
Hi,
that.
I'm James. I am. I have a very long history with the Wheel of Time. I've been reading them for like almost 20 years now, despite me being so young and beautiful. So
It's true.
no, yeah, no, I've been reading them since I was like 13. I am currently the Wheel of Time track director at Jordan Con. By the way, the schedule just dropped, so go look at
Yay.
what's going on there. So, as far as the character I think has the most essence of hotness, I'm gonna
Ooh. The wheels are
It's a
turning.
hard one. There's
It's a hard
2,000 to pick
I
from.
know.
2,600. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to know the exact number. It was a trivia question for 1 year at Jordan Con. I'm gonna say I really like Mogedion.
Goth girls. We've had a long conversation before on this podcast
perennial
about how
favorite.
goth girls are hot, and I am mad that she doesn't do better. These
Yes.
polls. So you're correct in my opinion.
I just think Mogedion has a very, very dominatrix / you can't have this vibe
Mhm.
that I really appreciate.
Mhm.
And
That
she's
is-
competent, and I think competence is very hot.
Mhm.
Yeah, God.
Top notch.
I wish I was around competence right now.
I mean, yeah.
Speaking of competence, I forgot to mention one of the most important things. Allie here is a first-time reader of the Wheel of Time.
Oh yeah, we
So
should
if
say that.
you're in the chat, you don't know what's going on, you don't know where you're at, don't talk about anything that happens past Path of Daggers, chapter 26, which is a very convenient chapter for us to have just read as we are talking about Logain today. So
Cat.
Fuck.
With that having been said, the worst segue ever.
Said, fuck.
Perfect.
I keep
I
having
think
to
you mean
unpack so many
Best
trunks.
segue ever.
Just like, let's unpack. But anyway, so that podcast is going to be fun. But
Yeah, look forward to that
Cat.
sometime this weekend. Kat, take it away.
Oh boy. Okay. So first of all, James. So there's this thing that happens. Hi, my name is Kat, also Nine's wifey on Twitter. Before I forget to say that, there's this thing that happens whenever we're doing the transcript for our episodes, where it confuses me and James all the time.
All the
This is the
time.
thing. Constantly, it
We look
confuses our
exactly
voices.
alike and we
We
sound
look
exactly
clearly-
alike.
The resemblance is uncanny. I mean,
Mhm.
you know, and so as soon as James opened their mouth and said Mogedion is the character that has the essence of hotness for them, I was like, God damn it, that's literally who I was going to say.
We are the same.
We're
And you
the
can't say
same.
Nynaeve. You can't say
No.
Nynaeve. It's a cop out. You can't do
I
it.
know it is a cop out, and I already thought through that. I was like, I'm not going to say Nynaeve, and so naturally, who else would I say? And it's Mogedion, because she just like,
Because that's as close to Nynaeve as you can get.
listen, you don't know me.
Oh,
You do know me. You do know me, and I
it's
hate
been a
it.
bit.
You do know me, and I hate
It's
it.
been a bit.
So it's, I mean, I will say Mogedion, also Swan,
Ooh.
because
Okay, but Book Suwon?
yes, Book Swan
Okay.
is hot. She knows her shit. She handles her shit. She's,
Kitty.
you know,
Competent,
That's odd. She's
right?
very competent.
Okay.
Yeah.
And listen, I
Great.
love a competent woman. I'm
We
all about
love
that.
competent women
Yes.
on this podcast.
Yes.
Apparently on your podcast. They're
Oh.
amazing.
Mhm.
I also was outraged in previous iterations of the cup that Swan did not do better, because I've always found her hot. Breed New Spring, those
She's
two are
hot.
hot together.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Hot.
incredibly.
Hot.
Yes,
Yes.
but
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Matt, are you 3 for 3 Megedion? Let's find out.
No.
Ah,
No.
Definitely not.
I am Matt. My relationship with the Wheel of Time books is nebulous at best. I am not going to comment on anything that happens past Dumai's Wells because I don't remember anything that happens past Dumai's Wells between. the
Wait,
second and the
Dumai's
last
Wells? What is Dumai's Wells? She hasn't gotten there yet.
I haven't gotten there
Yes, she
yet.
has.
No, I'm just trying to fuck with him. God, he's the worst.
She doubled down. She agreed with
I
you.
know.
Literally
I was
ruining
a little bit-
everything.
I yes
That's because
anded that
Allie-
hard.
Allie has something that James lacks, and that's called integrity.
Oh yeah, I don't have that.
James is like, yeah,
No,
that's
ma'am.
true. That's
Nope.
accurate.
No.
So I'm really bad with the Wheel of Time trivia, as everybody knows. That's my position on the podcast now.
Aw.
Essence of hotness. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna guess that I would pick Rand
Mhm.
because he's a trauma boy and
Mhm.
he has mental health issues,
Mhm.
and I am attracted to trauma for some reason, and I have mental health issues.
If they're not broken, how can you fix them?
Exactly.
You too like a fixer upper.
Yeah.
Fixer
Okay, well, on the other side of the coin is Asmodean,
Uh-huh.
who I can just make worse.
That's
Mm.
true. I know.
We
you
do
are
that
one of two
often.
speeds. Yeah.
The counterpoint to I
Yeah.
can fix them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mhm.
I can make them worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gives me like emo boy vibes,
Mhm.
and I am also here for that. Goth girls and emo boys do have
Yeah.
my early 2000s heart
Mhm.
for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
The Evanescence fan in me, it's I think it speaks to that, and just it speaks to me.
She's in here
We
supporting
have an unexpected
Asmodean.
co-star.
Oh my god.
But
She's like, this is for me. Everyone
Yes.
needs to see me right now.
She needs to tell you all her opinions.
Yes.
Of
Hi,
course she
sweet
does.
angel. We're gonna
listen
go
to
on
the
the
song of
floor.
my people. Listen to the song of my people. Stop silencing me.
Pretty, don't
I will not be silenced.
She will not be silent. Ah,
Allie, who are you?
that's a big question.
We don't. I know your episodes go long, but we don't have that much time.
Well, this
I am one of the co-hosts of Wheel Takes, and I also invented the Grinwell Cup. Is that good? That's
Yes.
enough. That's
Who's the hottest character to
oh
you?
my god. I always forget about the questions. The hottest character to me, Rourke.
Mm.
Okay.
Rourke. And here, well, okay, can I get a boy and a girl? Because I'm bi.
Yes.
Okay.
Can.
I'm not gonna.
But
Well, sure.
okay, so Rourke, because he's such a good husband, and I find that really hot. He's the best, arguably the best husband in the series, and it's, in my opinion, not close. In terms of
I would agree
women,
with that.
Moraine. No, Caroline Damodred. What am I even saying?
Oh,
Because she's Moraine with a husky voice who does archery in a green dress. Come on.
yeah. You opened my you and Lesbian Nerdy opened my eyes, and my mind was blown. The sun shone, the rainbow came out. It was just, I'll never be the same again.
Been sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh, Elsie Grinwell's too young for me, but I appreciate her horny farm girl energy, which is why she's my favorite character. Caroline Damodred is an appropriate age for me to lust after, and therefore, hi, love her. I'm obsessed. I'm glad that I could be a Caroline Damodred truther for everyone. I think we've all been sleeping on this character.
Yes.
I
Yes.
want to know why there's not more fan art. I
There needs to
demand
be.
it. I
There
want to
needs
know
to
why
be.
there's not, an AO3, like why she's not blowing up AO3. Let's fix it.
Mhm.
I know Master of the Deck is here.
Yes.
May I give you some suggestions? Yes. Yeah, so that's my favorite. Gus, who are you?
I'm Gus. I'm the other co-host of Wheel Takes podcast. I'm the one who knows the things that happen in the book some of the time. And if I had to pick one, I honestly, it's kind of a basic answer. I might go with Tam. I think Tam. There's a certain presence to Tam Althor, and a certain confidence, and a certain competence, and a certain code that.
We all love some competence.
Yes.
And yet on day 2.
Yet on day 2,
we'll get there. This is why I don't get to vote except in the event of a tie, and even then I'd probably just make it a runoff.
I don't know. Tam was hotter.
He can't
when
break
was
up people's
Bolton.
hearts.
Tam was hotter when? What was that?
He was hotter when he was Roose Bolton.
Because he had
So much.
trauma.
No, because of all the killing.
Sure.
And yet Megiddo doesn't do it for you. So fascinating.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't say like Semirog or something.
Well, I can't because it hasn't happened yet. I think.
That's true. That's true.
Some things have happened.
Okay.
Probably not what you're
Yes.
thinking of.
No.
She's done. Yeah, that's
So
right.
He's
There's
safe.
more?
She
Yeah.
has
safe. I
she,
just
she
don't.
has
No, nothing happens with Semirog. She's not even real.
She does
has
more than make someone orgasm to death. Like
she
that's
does.
what I
She
would
did do
thought
that.
of.
Yeah.
That-
did
okay,
that.
so that is what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So,
that has
okay.
happened.
That is
To
the
me,
one.
there's an
Yeah,
argument
okay.
for that.
Yes, there is.
There.
Oh, I would say a very strong argument for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what a way to go. You
What-
know?
Listen.
Maybe objectively one of the better ways. I don't just putting it out.
I mean,
there.
she'll make you enjoy it.
Mhm.
If you gotta go, you gotta go.
If
you're
you
going,
gotta
you're going.
go, you gotta go. Exactly.
She's
Might as
switches
well
to
come when
real
you go.
estate
After that,
She switches to real estate
Yeah.
after that. Exactly.
She
So, can
starts a triple net lease real estate trust.
I would peg Semirog as an attorney.
Semirog attorney at law.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you like torturing people, dentist feels like
Could
up
be
there
good.
on your list of
Okay.
potentials.
Yeah, because
A
that's not
dentist
just
attorney.
physical trauma. That is
It's
emotional
all
and
of the
mental
trauma.
trauma.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the sounds.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they try to talk to you and you can't talk back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
How was your day? I don't know, bitch. Your fist is down my throat.
Yes.
Now I'm drooling in front of strangers.
hmm
There's
Semirog is into that. I understand.
not-
It's true. She loves it.
Yes.
Well, shall we? Now that we're
Yeah, let's
talking
now
about
that
it,
now that we're
let's
right
talk about it.
proper
We're in it
filthy,
now.
let's hop
Yeah.
right in. We have categories. We're doing the first 8 polls
And
today.
the categories are basically if Allie can think of a reason to put them together and there's a way that she can make it filthy, she will put them together.
She will put them
That's
together.
That's how
and
she
will
makes
make
the
it filthy.
prelims. Yeah.
I love it.
We're gonna jump in with our
Human
first
resources.
our first poll
Yes.
of of the week of the cup. This one was called "Is that an Angreal in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?" Ali, what was the through line here?
Magic people.
Channelers.
Yeah.
A broad net.
Yeah.
We're going to start with a broad net.
Well, some of them have to
Mhm.
be broad because after a while things start to get desperate and you're like,
I mean-
I don't know. Yeah, I have like 5 people that never talk. Like how
Yes.
do I,
Is it a
Yes.
broad
How do I
net
do
if
this?
Suan isn't there?
It's not. I don't think it is. I think legally, actually, we're not allowed to make any fishing, like comparisons if
Puns,
Swan
yeah.
isn't involved in the conversation. I think
Yeah.
that's
So
Unfortunately.
we've got 4 channelers, at least one of which has some connection to Angreal, Ter
Mhm.
Angreal, or Sa Angreal. Have you figured out the difference? Have you memorized the difference between those
Absolutely
3
not.
things?
No.
Yes, that's fair.
No.
Matt,
Guess what?
Matt,
Guess
oh,
what?
What?
Guess
that
what,
wasn't
girl?
directed at you.
Guess
Oh,
what? Yeah.
You can answer the question.
I love that
Have
even
you
No.
figured out the difference?
I mean, one just edges you and one gives you a full blown
Yeah.
orgasm, I guess.
That's
in
not
magic terms.
incorrect.
That's
a
Okay.
good
You know
way to-
what?
That's a good
Okay,
way to-
but
you're
which
gonna
one-
remember it now, Alex.
Which
which
I
one
wouldn't-
does neither of those things?
Yes.
What's
This is
the
the
3
question.
options?
Angreal,
Angreal,
Sa Angreal,
Angreal.
Ter Angreal.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Sorry.
the Terangreal is like the one where you like it's the magic thing itself,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
No, yes. And the S word Angreal is the big orgasm one, and the Angreal is just the edging one.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what?
that's
I
good.
mean, you know what? You're not incorrect.
You're not wrong, and
You're
that's a
not
step
wrong.
up for you.
You
This is
could turn
good.
to me right now and go, Allie, repeat what he said. And I would be
gone.
like, I could not. Yeah,
gone.
I could not tell you the difference right now. Could not tell you.
Yes, the Terangreal is the vibrator.
Yes,
It's
thank
the
you.
vibrator.
Well,
There
look at
you
that.
go.
Okay.
Thank you, Master.
It has the
Yes.
the Terangreal has the orgasm within it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I feel like this
Who's
should be a Jordan
inside
Cut
of all
event.
of them?
If someone can
I think so
explain
too.
the Terangreal, Sangreal difference in
Yeah.
a way that I can remember, they win a prize.
Yeah. We've got 4 channelers here of very different walks of life. We've got Elaine Tricand, daughter
Boo.
Eravandor. We've got Logain Ablar, the false dragon.
Mhm.
We've
Daddy.
got Alana Musvani,
He's false
the
as hell.
green Aja, and Semirag, who made someone orgasm so hard they died.
Mhm. Yeah.
So if we're looking at these 4, who sticks out to us? Who do we like? Who are we
I
rooting
didn't realize
for
how
here?
problematic this bracket was until very
No, you
recently.
did not until after we read the chapter this week. But
a lot of-
there you go.
There's a lot of problematic behavior in this bracket.
Which
I
Wheel of
mean-
Time, there's a lot of problematic behavior in
Like,
almost
yeah,
every
That's true.
single.
That's every bracket.
Yeah.
But
do some
I
stuff.
vote Logain.
I just-
again,
Yeah, I mean, Daddy Logain had it for
Mhm.
me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I get it.
Mhm.
There are problems. What man doesn't have problems?
Pause. I get it. There are problems.
What more needs be said?
and
That's it.
End.
justify it.
That's it.
End.
And you're like, and
The end.
Yeah. You know what? No one in this bracket has not gotten at least a
Mhm.
I actually at one point I threatened to fight Elaine.
Yeah.
So
That would make her interesting at least.
all of them have their problems. Elaine to me is too young
Mhm.
for me at this
That was my
point.
thing too.
Yeah,
yeah.
she's too young.
Mhm.
Alana, at this point, I thought the Logain was the less problematic option than Alana.
Well,
Semirog scares me. So I went with Logain at the
Uh-huh.
time, but now I'd have a harder time deciding between them, I think.
I
Yeah.
just okay. So Path of Daggers, chapter 26, is where Logain bonds Toveen.
Mhm.
oh
Okay.
my heavens. Okay.
Yes, we
Okay.
know
Yes,
those.
that's
My
why
lord.
I'm like, oh,
okay.
he's a
You're at
problem.
that part, are you?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Every now and then when we hit a problematic section where I'm like,
So-
this is going to be one of those very special episodes of Wheel Takes. I'm always like, thanks, Rob. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a very
So-
special episode.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying that it's forgivable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying
Say it.
that the circumstances were different
Uh-huh.
Sure.
in ways that I'm not sure I can talk about yet.
Maybe
Oh,
not.
I see.
We'll
Okay.
break that all down in the podcast
Okay.
as we go
Yes.
through.
Okay.
What I will say is, if we're gonna critique every single character for every one of their actions, then we may never vote for anybody.
That's true.
This is the
Admittedly,
problem.
and
gotta pick.
none of them are a real person, so we are able to do a little bit of a little bit of that.
Mhm.
Yes. So I feel like, yeah. So Logain had my vote.
Logain was my pick to win this as well.
He was okay. I've been surprised many times.
This has
during
been
this
a
week.
surprising.
Mhm.
I
don't
just
know.
think that straight men ruin this poll.
Mhm.
And
Once
honestly,
Mhm.
I won't have it.
We'll just say that for every poll we disagree with.
I won't have it. I know.
I mean,
yeah.
It's
No.
the straight
Do you
man.
like
Look,
something mildly inconveniences me?
Mhm.
Homophobia.
Homophobia.
Mhm.
It's homophobia.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's
If
Always.
someone ignores me in public, it's by erasure. Everyone.
oh
knows
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Lesbophobia. It's. I mean, constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly.
More than I'm willing to be to settle for.
There you go.
But I got cocky this year, and I had projected winners for
you should-
every
you should never do that.
draft.
Oh boy.
And I have to
Wow.
rename a lot
Mhm.
of what I had decided would be the next round.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, Reese. I'm sorry. I didn't say only straight men voted.
This is
I
true.
said straight men swayed the vote.
yes.
Mhm.
Away from the wrong queers.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
incorrect
Yes.
queers.
Yeah.
No, just-
Yes.
Another thing we sometimes point to as a tipping factor in these
Mhm.
is what we call show goggles.
Mm.
Because as we can,
Yes.
until we are blue in the face, we can
Mhm.
say don't vote for the actors. It's not about the actors. Get the little pen out.
Every time.
Don't vote for it. And then
Every time.
inevitably somebody will see that there is a poll, see the word hot, and
Mhm.
simply click. And that's gonna happen. You know, we're resigned to that. So I do think there is a certain bias from
Mhm.
time to time of characters who have been cast versus characters who have not. And I think it didn't come into play here in a funny way.
Yeah. This was.
Yeah.
It's and like
may
I
have.
mean,
Or man.
I'm
Yeah, I
the
forgot.
odd one out on this. I think because I voted for Semirog, and
Mm.
a lot of the people that I'm seeing, like in their reasoning, they're like, "Well, I'm afraid of Semirog, and so I didn't vote for her." And I'm like, "This was a negative to you? We are very different people." Okay.
If you're not
Each their
afraid,
own.
are you even enjoying it?
Is it even? Is it? I mean, if you're not even, no, that's not true. I'm joking.
She's the scare-rouse vote.
Yes, she is the that. Thank you, Ali. She is the Scarouse vote, and she
Mhm.
was. And I don't know. I think people need to reconsider this. Semirog is. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Semirog, all the female Forsaken for me
Mhm.
are impactful.
yes,
Let's just say that.
Yes.
They
they have a
stand
presence.
out.
Mhm.
They have
They're
a presence. They have
competent.
an energy to them
Mhm.
that's very. It's very compelling. And Semirog, from the moment you meet her in the books, you're like,
She is a fully formed character.
yes,
She is a
Yeah.
fully formed character from
Yes.
day one.
absolutely.
She knows what she's about. She doesn't give a
knows
shit.
it's- Oh boy,
She says, "Let me orgasm you to death." This is
Yeah.
fun for me. It's Tuesday.
yeah.
And
it's
yet
a
she
Tuesday.
lost to Bath Queen.
You know who
Elaine would totally sell her bathwater. Just saying.
Well,
That's probably true.
that's probably
listen,
She would
who
make a lot
during
of
the
money off
pandemic
of
when
it.
we were unemployed did not
true.
Who didn't sell their bathwater?
Didn't.
we didn't consider like who would
Listen, we've
know?
all been there.
But
Logain sold feet pics.
Of
yeah.
course he
Dog.
would. Oh, he would too.
but
Logan-
Matt just
you know
sold
what?
himself.
Semirog feels like the adult version of Shigo from Kim Possible to me.
Mm.
okay, this is making a lot of connections for me.
It-
This is making a lot of sense now.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because that was definitely a bisexual awakening for
Yeah.
me, and why I
Mhm.
love female villains more than anything on the planet.
Oh yeah.
I just love when women are mean to me. So
Listen,
I feel like
boy,
the Shigo to Semirog pipeline exists.
it is there. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's real. It's there and it's real.
She
And I
goes
think we
real
should-
fucking hot too.
We should
Shigo's
we should
real.
explore that more.
Yeah.
Wait, who's hot?
Shigo.
Shigo.
Who the hell is that?
From
I
Kim
hate you.
Possible. Did you ever watch Kim Possible?
No.
Okay,
Impossible.
I
stop
just
what
know
you're
that-
doing. Leave this podcast right now.
Go watch
No.
Kim
Watch
Possible
Kim Possible.
immediately.
So
It's
good.
on
No,
Disney
it-
Plus. Do you need my
Yes.
login?
It is.
I don't have Disney Plus.
It's
Yeah.
on Disney Plus.
James is gonna give.
Also,
you
the
one.
live action is there, which actually wasn't terrible.
There was a live action.
Interesting. Okay.
Wow, and you guys call yourself Kim Possible fans?
I'm
Listen,
sorry.
No,
I am
I don't.
suspicious of anything live action.
Who played
I don't
Shigo?
trust
This is a
it.
very
No.
important question.
It's a
No
very
one.
important-
One moment.
Well, the chat is supporting me, so I have the people's support.
Yeah.
Y'all can put that in your
Chad is supporting you?
Yeah.
Okay.
The chat is very
No.
supportive of that.
Some
Y'all
of them
don't-
I don't support.
Y'all don't. I just don't.
So this
Taylor Ortega. I don't know who that is,
Oh, I don't know who that is.
but she was very hot.
Okay.
Well, that's good. As
Good,
she
good.
should be. If she's playing that, like she's supposed to be. So that's good.
She go very well.
Okay.
The Draken, not great,
Hmm.
That's
but it was overall pretty good.
okay.
All right.
So
For a
this
I like
decom.
Boy Meets World,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Boy Meets World was excellent.
It
which
was
is
excellent.
connected to Kim Possible because Will Friedle. That's
There
what
you
I
go.
have. That's what
Yeah.
I
I'm
have.
in.
But speaking of a boy meeting a world,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Randolph Thor is in the next bracket.
yes,
Look
let's
at that.
let's close out. Elaine took
Amazing.
this one. Elaine took this. This is a big one. This was 1,550 votes on this poll.
Wow.
People, I think, we're looking for something Wheel of Time related to think about
Mm-hmm.
because
We
apparently
really-
4.4 million words is not enough.
Yes.
We really accidentally came in on a day that everyone really needed something.
Oh yeah. People were going
was-
through it that day.
They were.
Oh,
We didn't
500
need to.
590.55 people were wrong.
Mhm.
You did the math. I
Yeah.
love it.
Not.
Did you
Yeah.
get that answer from Camille?
No, I know. Did you know that just because Camille is the STEM gay doesn't mean that I can't do any math?
I feel like that was a very valid question.
I feel like it was
Am I wrong in
homophobic.
this?
Not all gays can't do math.
I can do
I mean,
math
I
if it
can't do math.
involves me
So I
getting money
assume.
and how much money I'm getting and dividing that money by day,
That's
week,
true.
and month.
I can do that.
That's
well,
important
yes.
math.
That is important math. It's crucial
Elaine
math.
Elaine took this one with 38% of the vote. Logain finishing up second, 29.5%. Alana, a third place in 18.3. Semirog, fourth in 14.3. So, competitive.
Yeah,
I like it when they're competitive.
Good.
Not the result we expected,
Mhm.
but a result that we are excited to see move forward. I'm not going to, by the way, if people want to know what the next matchups are, I'm not going to tell you because when I
boy.
tell people what the matchups are, they try to strategically vote for people they think will lose to Nynaeve.
Oh shit!
That was a lot of last
Oh
year
my
was
God.
metagaming, and we
A
are
lot
not
of
allowing
last
it.
year.
Oh my god!
Was
If
metagaming.
Nynaeve,
Wait,
like
people
if
stole
Nynaeve,
the vote last year?
People would look at the bracket that I had described, and mostly Bree would do this, and they would go, "Okay,
This is a
think
call out.
that this
Uh-huh.
means that
Well, Bree
so-and-so-
called herself out.
Yes, she did.
so-and-so is on the same side of the bracket as Nynaeve, and I think they might win, so we have to pile votes on their competitor so
Okay.
that, I don't know,
Interesting.
Sulin can go up against Nynaeve, which I think would be a fun round, actually.
Actually,
But
that would be a fun round.
I would
but-
love
I-
that.
oh, Jenny as well.
Oh,
Jenny,
So
Just- one right after the other. Bree and then Jenny. Shut up,
shut up,
Gus.
Gus. So we're gonna roll it forward. This next category. This next category is called Sheath the Sword.
Mhm.
In my
Allie, what were
pussy.
the
Oh,
criteria for this
boy.
category?
if they're a guy with a sword.
Yeah. This
And-
category. Yep.
A guy
So-
with a sword.
how did all of them make that?
So Ran, Tam, and Lan were the original bracket, and then we
Mhm.
realized Damon Dread wasn't anywhere else.
I forgot
Okay.
it.
I love
we
it.
just
I went, where can he go that makes any sense at all?
we just stuck
Uh-huh.
Damon Dread in here
Okay.
at random.
Mhm.
He's a guy. He
Well,
presumably can sword fight.
Sometimes
Yes.
he has been known to maybe think
We
about
have
a
never
sword.
seen him sword fight, but
He
there
has
is
to have used
there
the
is
sword at
plenty of
some
reason.
point.
It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
outside of the question that
Yeah.
he might
Yeah.
pick up a sword at
Yes.
some
Makes
point.
It's not impossible.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say if that does happen. As a reminder for everybody who
Mhm.
is watching, if you are not familiar, we're no spoilers past Path of Daggers, like middle end
Yes.
of Path of Daggers.
But sometimes they have to be very general.
So this time it's another four-way vote. We've got Rand al'Thor, the Dragon Reborn, Tam al'Thor, the father of the dragon, Lan Mandragoran, Hotman, and Damon Dread, the Forsaken, who feels like a little brother to the dragon.
Mhm.
There was suddenly a lot of debate as to whether or not Lan was in
boy.
fact a Hotman.
There was.
Oh,
which
boy.
I didn't see coming.
This kicked
I did
off.
not either.
This
I
kicked
thought we all
off
accepted that.
an enormous amount of debate
Good
on
lord.
the Twitters, which are known for reasonable and measured discussion about whether or not a stone face is hot or if it is
Mhm.
objectively unattractive, which we don't
Mhm.
we don't abide by the phrase objectively unattractive
No.
or objectively attractive here in the Grinwell Cup.
Why we exist.
Yes.
There's
So-
no objective attractiveness.
So
I mean,
none of
maybe
that.
some people are attracted to rocks. I am not one of them.
Then they should go watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. It has
There
great
you go.
rock.
It does.
Excellent.
Phenomenal
It
rock.
gives great rock. Yeah.
It-
I don't know what that means. I haven't seen that movie
I
yet.
swear to God.
How?
The illiteracy, the
You know
media illiteracy of this man.
You know what? This is going to spill over into our next recording, and I'm already anticipating the
Look,
shenanigans.
The pandemic
Okay.
fucked my brain up. I cannot do TV shows and movies very easily anymore.
Yeah.
My attention
So-
span.
Can-
I just
Can
can't.
you put up Lesbian Nerdy's comment about poetry?
Yes.
Because if a rock
Yes.
reads me poetry, that doesn't mean I want to fuck the rock, okay?
Yes. Yes. Why? Okay, you have a choice between a stony-faced, grumpy rock and a red-headed, traumatized trauma boy
I
who
would lick the
probably
rock.
maybe wears black eyeliner.
Okay, no,
After
we
blocks.
don't go for emo sad boy duck lips either, okay? No.
Duck lips.
Have you not seen the ebook cover of Winter's Heart?
Oh, I see.
She hasn't
No.
because it's
You can-
Winter's
I
Heart.
don't.
You don't even allow her to look at the covers?
No,
Some of
I
them
don't-
are
in case
colossally
people get
spoilers.
really
Some of
mad
them
at
have
him.
spoilers.
I don't
One time-
accept.
He let me read some chapter titles ahead of us, and people got mad at him. They were like,
Oh.
"That's a massive spoiler," and he was like, "I went and stopped her at the point where I thought it would get spoilery."
Okay, you
but
know what?
and they're like, "But vibes."
Mhm. But the
Vibes.
vibes.
Okay,
You might
okay,
be
I
surprised by another
understand.
chapter where they talk about walking and talking and looking at
Oh my god,
stuff.
another chapter called Leave
Another
Taking.
chapter.
What's
Yet
gonna
another
happen?
leave taking.
What will they
Another
do?
leave taking.
I don't.
Haven't
The
had-
only covers I accept as canon are
Mhm.
the hideous Daryl K. Sweet ones because
I
they
mean-
are near and dear to my heart, and they're the
Mhm.
real covers. Like
Okay.
the Rand bodice stripper, Lord of Chaos.
Oh, it's stunning.
Oh,
Art.
Oh,
iconic.
Bree's
That's my
mad though.
favorite.
Bree's mad that you
Iconic.
said that because
Uh-oh,
she doesn't like when people call it bodice ripper Rand because she's like, "You want some bodice rippers? I'll show you some bodice rippers." That is not
Brie,
bodice ripper Rand.
I know it's not an actual bodice ripper, Brie. I've read. I mean, I'm familiar with the concept of bodice rippers.
Uh-huh.
I knew it was coming.
Don't
But
fight me, Brie.
I refer to him as SpongeBob Square Rand.
Yes.
Oh, I
Um,
see.
Yes, but
Completely
I think,
unsexual.
Your Honors, I present to you
Yes.
Dump Truck Rand on
Mhm.
what's that one?
Crown of Swords.
Crown of Swords.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Dump truck,
putting up that
yeah.
booty real
He's
nice.
sort of doing like a little.
Yeah, he's doing a
Yeah.
little cute booty
Yeah.
pop for us.
He is. He's looking back at the camera.
Yes.
Yeah, it's coy.
He's being a little coy.
He's got the
being
flex.
coy.
You know, it's very good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Classic.
Mhm.
Who-
I just want to clear my name and say that it's not just Yosha Stradowski making.
Oh, no.
Isn't it?
No, it's not. No,
No,
I
that's
will
true.
have
You
Matt's
know what?
back on
That's
this.
True. That's true. You're right.
Matt
You're right.
likes trauma more than he likes
do.
Yosha Stradowski's cock.
That is accurate.
No,
No
Yosha
actress.
No
Stradowski-
actress.
James?
I know.
We can do this on Queers of Time. We can't do this here.
Oh, right. We're in public.
No,
We're in public now.
Also, I am
This is why
a
you don't let me out.
I am a gentleman lady, and it is his face that
Uh-huh.
I like,
Of
and
course
his
it is.
acting that I like. But
Yeah.
I like all versions of Rand. But I
Okay.
would like to say that it's not because of Yosha that I voted for Rand.
Okay.
I am
Fair.
going to say, like,
Trauma.
I summarized it very, very well.
Mhm.
Rand was too sad. Lan was
Uh-huh.
too broody. Demandred was too obsessive.
Mhm.
Tam is just right.
Tam is just
Mhm.
right. Yeah.
Tam
Too
is
old.
nice.
Tam, like I said, what did I say? What did I say? It was good.
I can't even remember. Look
Tam
at
would
this.
say, honey, it looks like you've had a hard day.
Yeah.
Go
Mhm.
sit down and let me cook you dinner. Here's some
Mhm.
apple brandy and your favorite book.
hmm
Oh, and after we eat, I can give you a foot massage and eat you out if you'd let me.
There you go.
Sounds
What
like a
more
great
can you
night.
ask for?
Tam would take you dancing.
He
He'd
would
take you to
dancing.
Valentine.
He would. He would.
He would. And
He
he'd be
absolutely
like
would.
pretty good.
He would.
You know? He'd
Yeah.
be pretty good.
Tam
Yeah.
is he is a lesbian's man. And that is the
Mm.
highest compliment that I can give someone. He
Tam,
is
yeah.
the type of man that lesbians were like, this guy. This one.
Mhm.
I like this one.
He's a good,
And that's
yeah,
the
he would look good in
highest-
flannel too.
He would look very good in flannel.
Good in flannel.
Yeah.
He would chop your wood.
He would.
He'd stoke your fire.
He would stoke your fire.
Both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, both ways. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Lan, I'm just saying, being a king of trauma boys, I love you so much, but that's not the compliment you think it is.
But on the other hand,
He's going to
if
fight you.
I'm going to die.
on the other hand,
R.I.P.
if you're with Tam,
Yeah.
Rand becomes your stepchild.
Oh.
Oh.
Does that
So
Wait
that
a
makes it
minute.
little-
does that
Now, wait
factor
a
into the equation?
That was immediately like, nope. Absolutely not.
Tam has also
factor
been
in.
called daddy way too much, and any person I associate with daddy, I'm
Mhm.
just no, because
Because you're gay and you have daddy issues.
No, because I don't have daddy issues, because I have a healthy relationship with my father.
Oh, I see.
Freak.
Wow, Brack.
Wow. Shit. Okay. Goddamn. Goddamn. Well then.
We expected this to be a close vote.
We did.
We expected this
Uh-huh.
to be very
Should've
tight
been.
vote.
We thought there'd be a
Between
fight, but,
whom?
Honestly, Tam
Tam,
and
Rand.
Lan, even Rand. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody pointed out it is possible that due to the amount of time we spend in Rand's head,
Mm-hmm.
that may have contributed to his
Mm.
vote suppression, for
may
lack of a
have.
better term. But
Yeah.
this was an absolute shellacking
Yeah.
It really was.
for
It was surprising.
the uncrowned king,
Show
Of
goggles.
the warrior poet with a face of stone.
Yes.
61.8. It was unfortunately not 7.2 percentage points higher. 61.8% of the vote
Wow.
went to Lan of these 1,407 votes. Rand in a distant second at
Mhm.
17%. Somehow beating out his father at 16.3.
Fake election.
I'm
and
sorry,
Owen.
Matt. That's wild to
Owen.
me. That Rand was ahead of Tam.
Yeah,
It's
I don't.
I
I couldn't
don't.
believe it.
Only
doesn't make sense with my fantasy.
229.34 people were correct.
Damon Dread in a distant last
Yeah.
place.
Not even close to the
Not
biggest
close to the-
shellacking
Honestly, I don't
to
even
the
remember what
Cup.
he does. So
In previous years,
4.8%.
Gawain has had the lowest vote turnout in history. And unless he
Mhm.
performs worse this year than he did in previous years,
Mhm.
someone has beaten him for
Yeah,
lowest
well,
votes.
Last year, the
Wow.
lowest
Dane?
percentage. We'll get there.
Okay.
Last year, the lowest percentage point of any vote was Gawain with 5.6% of the vote, which translated to 28 votes on a
Mhm.
poll.
Brutal.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how things pan out.
It just goes to show you that physical stuff, it's only like a part of hotness.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't bring you the whole way. And so I'm just saying,
That's what I'm saying, Bobby.
that's my vote. But Lan, I understand because,
Mm.
I think it's Lan's energy that people vibe with,
I mean, I vibe with Laniel Henney, but
Well, no, there's
Once
no
again,
actors.
Matt.
I know, I
Once
know, I
again,
know,
Matt.
I know.
He's like, I'm seeing how much I can get away with pushing boundaries.
In this
Pushing the
house,
boundary.
not in this house.
Not in this house.
We are gonna roll it forward
Sam would like a recount.
to our third poll. It's called "Forget About the Weaves of the Pattern. Check out the weaves of these sheets."
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I love it.
Allie, what is this category?
People who in some way talk about or have been affected by the pattern.
In a specifically narrative focused
In a
way.
Yes, they
Okay.
talk about
Either-
it
I
frequently.
love it.
Or have had
Yes.
a moment of pattern intervention.
Yeah. Or they maybe have some kind of
Sway over
visiony
it.
prophecy type thing.
Yes.
I was
100%
thinking it had something to do with like
Yep.
people who have like we've seen take naps.
That would be good.
People who get sleepy, you know.
That would work too.
It's
It's
would be good.
possible.
I don't know if we've seen all of these people take naps, but that
Sure.
I know Min, we've seen her take a nap.
Yes,
Yeah,
we have
the-
seen Min take a nap.
The four contestants,
Maybe more than
here,
once.
Interesting.
Min Farshaw.
Mm-hmm.
We all know Min Farshaw. Melaine, the wise one.
Yes,
Hmm?
who Min Shaw had a
Vision about her having
Mhm.
children. Yes.
Mhm.
Moiraine Damodred, who needs no introduction,
Yes.
and Loyal,
who's constantly
talking about the pattern and Taviran
Yeah.
and the overall meta narrative as a
Okay.
concept.
Well,
Okay.
all I'm saying is, damn is in Moraine's name. That's all you need.
It is
Mm.
Literally all
It's
you
true.
need.
Yeah, that's all you need.
I did not think Moraine would win.
No.
I wanted her to win.
Really?
Yes.
Because
Who
of
did you
course
think
I-
was going to win?
I thought Min
thought
was,
Min was
I
gonna
thought
win.
Min
you thought Min was
going
going
to
to win.
Yes.
Ah.
I thought Min would crush
Okay.
her. I put them next to each other very reluctantly. But
Mhm.
there was like, if you ever have to do a bracket like this, after a
Mhm.
while you see that there's just like no other way about it. Like everything has to fit together the way it
Yeah.
has to fit together. And I kept trying to separate them and they kept wanting to come together. So I was like,
It's
well,
meant
the
to be.
freaking wheels. We'll see how this
There you
goes.
go.
But I said to Gus, yeah, I'll have to put them together. And he goes, well, that Min's gonna crush her. And I
Mhm.
went, I know, and I'm really sad.
Yeah.
And then miracle of miracles.
And then once again,
The correct one wins.
the
it's a
icon, the
March
legend.
Madness miracle.
It only took 3 days for people to get something right.
I know. Finally, it was like it was a breath of fresh air. Oh my god,
Yeah.
my heart swelled. I was so happy.
Mhm.
Yeah, we noticed that the past couple years, the youths tended to do better
youths,
than the
yes.
adults in the room.
Mhm. Yeah,
Because you all are ageist. No.
we have a bunch of ageist people.
There's
in
a
the
bunch of
fandom.
ageist fucks up in here. But so I thought Min historically has been very much a point of a lot of contention in
Mhm.
this, in the cup. So and
Mhm.
has gotten a lot of love, but also a lot of hate. So I thought, and meanwhile, Moraine, it had been explained to me by someone, no one wants to vote for their mom. Well, it is now the year of the mommy.
Floyd is
Listen, it's once again. I'm like,
It's clicking.
we are very different people. Like mommy energy, that's not hot to you.
I just
Excuse me.
Moraine is like a sexy female Gandalf.
yes.
That
And
is
if
quite
you-
cool.
And if you don't want to fuck that,
Yes,
that's on you and you're
that's
wrong.
on you. And
I
I
mean,
mean, I'm sorry
she's-
for you, but
She's very short. She's very
Yeah.
feisty, and she's scary when she's angry. And
Mhm.
all those
That's hot.
things are hot regardless of one's gender. So
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
I'm just saying, men
Moraine is mommy.
pre-Rand 100% wins this.
Mm.
Moraine
Okay.
post-Rand,
Well, theoretically, Moraine Postrand is dead.
no,
Wait,
men.
you
Oh,
said Moraine.
men.
You
Oh,
said
I said
Moraine.
Moraine. I'm
You said
sorry. I
Moraine.
meant men.
I was very
No,
confused. for a second. I was
men-
like,
yeah, me
what?
too.
Pre-Rand,
Yes,
hot. Men
Okay.
post-Rand,
I
meh.
see.
Yes.
Okay.
I did include Moraine in this bracket, even though I usually say no dead people, because we have to draw the line somewhere. Otherwise, this
Yes.
bracket will go on all year.
What are we gonna do? Exactly.
Yes. Like if I can't remember them when I'm making the bracket,
Yeah.
and they did not make a significant impact of late, or they are, or they are like dead or otherwise not eligible because they give me the
Indisposed.
ick.
Yeah.
and I just don't even want to put them on.
Yeah.
You know, but Moraine, in my opinion, I just don't think she's dead, so I put her in here anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, this was a triumph for me personally.
Yes,
It felt
I
good.
agree.
I was
Yeah.
delighted. It
Min
was
has
such a
some-
relief. My God.
Min has some very horny fans, so I was expecting her to.
That sounded like you
Blow
wanted
it
to
out.
say something else, but anyway.
We're not
That
here
was
to
me
yuck
put-
yums.
No, we're not. No,
I'm
we're
not
not.
here to. I'm not
I
here to yuck
understand.
yums.
Min's energy. I absolutely I get it.
I
I
am-
I'm
get
here to
it.
yuck some. No,
I actually,
Yeah,
I
I'm like,
actually-
I don't kink
Some
shame.
yums
I
should
kink
be
ask
yuck.
why.
let's see.
Yes.
I am actually a Min fan. I do like Min even
Mhm.
post Grand, but I'm just gonna say some of her fans have a Min is my waifu type of energy, which kind of grosses
Yes.
me out.
Min
Okay.
is my
waifu.
Yes.
Oh, I
Mhm.
see.
So I was expecting her to lose this, and I'm glad she didn't lose it.
Yeah.
I love you, Min, but no.
I expected her to win, and I personally was very happy that she lost just because my gal Moraine keeps going, and
Yeah.
I'm hot for Moraine, and I'm
Oh,
hot
yeah.
for her hot cousin. I
Oof,
just
boy,
oof,
Yeah.
those
We're-
Damodred women.
the damage red, for
The
sure.
damn
is
right.
Damn.
As James said.
We're
Damn
leaning
good.
into
That was
the
Matt.
the front runners here, but what about the other folks here? We've got Mullane.
I felt like Mullane should have done better.
We've
I
got
think
Loyal.
so too.
Yeah.
I think
I don't know
she
who
should
that
have too.
is.
She's,
I was
Well-
gonna say,
Well-
Matt, do you know who Mullane is?
You know who
No.
that? And the
Nope.
answer is no.
She has something to do with some of them people up in the west part of or the eastern part. I don't know.
Yes.
She's Aiel or
Or the eastern
Sanchan
part.
or
Not
she's
the north or the
Seafold.
south. You've narrowed it down to.
I don't know.
She's there somewhere.
Oh
I
my
don't know
god.
who she is. I don't know what she does. I don't
She's
care
the
about her.
she's a wise one who this doesn't narrow it down too much, but it's a woman that Matt Cawthon finds very attractive.
She's
Mhm.
the hottest wise one.
She
the
is.
youngest, hottest wise one.
Yeah.
Who is in Avienda.
She marries
I'm outraged that you don't know who this is because I find her
Dale.
so hot.
I'm sorry. I have no excuses. I have nothing except I just mine.
I've talked a lot of smack about the Aiel spanking and their tendency towards spanking, and then Elaine was like, "I'll spank so and so," and I was like, "Now hold on, actually,
Now wait a second.
No,
Now it's getting interesting.
Now I'm team spank.
Okay.
I take back what I
Oh,
said
no.
about corporal punishment. Actually,
Mhm.
no, Mullane flusters me, and I
Yeah.
don't understand
Mhm.
why she's forgettable to you. And in fact, I'm outraged on her behalf, and I really encourage you to pay more attention.
See,
to her
if she
next
was
time.
if she was ever mean to Avienda or Elaine or Egwene, then that's probably why I don't remember her,
Yeah.
because anyone who's mean to one of those three girls pisses me off, and I tend to not remember them.
But what if they're mean in a sexy way? Like,
That's the thing. That's the question.
goes back to
Hear
the
me out.
Semirog question.
This is the
hear
thing.
me out.
Because listen, there is nothing I like more than a mean woman. A mean woman? Are you kidding me?
I just
James, what? What, James?
I just have questions about your life.
Well, listen. Guess what? You are not the only one. I too have questions. This has revealed a lot. The Grinwell Cup is constantly, it always reveals things about myself every year.
Mhm.
It's very illuminating, and this is part of the reason that I enjoy it so much.
The horny
Wait.
poll is a time for deep reflection.
It is.
It is.
It truly is. Yeah.
and to see how you've grown or changed in the past year.
Uh-huh.
You're like, I wouldn't have made this choice last year. And you know what I've also appreciated is that there's some wheel takes goggles involved for sure on some. Because
Well,
I'm like, the
Yeah.
fact that Carolyn Damodred did as well as she
Got
did
any
this year, I
votes.
was
Yeah.
like, they
Amazing.
did it for me.
Yeah. We did it for you, Allie. We did it for you, Allie.
I have swayed some people, and it's really made me happy to have this kind of impact on the fandom.
I just want to thank Riss for saying that I'm being authentic for not Googling and admitting that I don't know who the hell this is,
Mhm.
because I have to represent the people. I have to represent everyone, and not
That's
just
true.
those like James and Gus and Allie and Kat who know every single character.
These
off
aren't
their
every
head.
single character. These are literally Main
I-
characters, principal
Yeah, I know.
characters.
I love Ali's face. Like,
My whole
Okay.
shtick is that I don't know who anyone is.
Well,
Allie,
I've taken it from you, Allie. It's me.
Allie is the Matt of her podcast.
there you go.
Name
Aw.
any of the Sean Chan we got points of view from in the past 5 chapters.
In my mind, they're all named Sean Chan.
Exactly. They're all named
Amazing.
slavers. Or
yeah,
Yeah, I just
they're
call them
all
all-
named. Fuck you.
I'm
you're
like,
a
all of
slaver.
your names are Sean Chan until you
Slaver
make an
number one.
impact. Like until
Yeah.
if you deserve for me to remember your name, I will.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
otherwise, you get a silly, ridiculous nickname until
Yes.
further notice.
That's a good energy to have. I like that.
Yeah.
So-
But you know what? In a year, ask me, say like, Allie, how about Mullane? And I might be like, who? That's my affections change with the wind.
It's true.
You are a mercurial being.
A
Uh-huh.
mercurial person. for
Honestly, I'm the
sure.
same. I mean, other than Galad, Moraine, and Rand, who
Yeah.
have my heart forever and always,
are
I
your
don't
3.
remember most of these characters.
Not asthma?
No,
Oh.
I'm done with him now.
Who?
Wow.
Who?
Asmodean.
Oh my god.
No, no.
Wow.
That wasn't
So-
a real question, Matt. Oh, Matthew.
This was close. Warren
Okay.
just barely edged it out.
Yeah.
40.3%.
Yes,
Don't
you
talk
did.
about Moraine and edging right now.
I did that
I
on
bet
purpose.
she did. I bet she
Edging.
did.
40.3% of these 1,379 votes. Min just behind
Mm.
with 38.4. Big drop to Mullane with 12.8, and Loyal, who we love and want to
I
hug,
love him.
We never
has
even talked about it.
8.5%.
I know.
That's good. He probably doesn't
Oh.
want to be exposed to this.
No.
I've
I
always
don't.
thought of Loyal as one of those pandas that has to be like guided towards reproduction and eating
Mhm.
and like staying alive generally.
You think Loyal is a panda? What?
I do. Have you seen those pictures, those videos?
Yeah.
Of like that?
I don't listen. My questioning is not because I don't understand what you're saying. I understand what you mean, Matt.
I do not regret for a second inviting you all to the Grinwell Cup.
We're gonna roll it forward to the next category. It's oldies with goodies. Allie, what is this?
They are older
Yes,
than I am. So-
pretty much. We're not saying that all the people in this poll are old. They are simply older than others. What are you pointing at and looking at?
Is that right?
Uh-oh.
Because I thought deer.
No,
and-
that's wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Eagle eye.
I
Allie
had
over
I
here.
had the wrong name here.
Mm.
Allie vamp for a minute.
We did one quick. We did one adjustment because Gus pointed out to me that a character that I had thought was much older than she was not in fact old. And then I had a really stressed out evening while my
Oh,
husband
no.
just sat there like lounging on the couch trying to figure out how to switch people because we had already done enough polls at this point and he had
Yeah.
approved the list in advance.
Mm-hmm.
And then he drops this bomb and then enjoyed his evening while I was like sitting there sweating, trying to figure out how to move people around. Anyway.
So we have in
Shuffle.
this poll Rourke,
Mhm.
the clan chief,
Mm-hmm.
Varen Mathwin,
Mm-hmm.
Cadswain Melydron,
Mm-hmm.
and Sorelia.
Mm-hmm.
All hot.
All hot.
All hot. All hot
All-
in very different ways.
Yes.
Very, very different ways.
And once again, just because I like to remind everybody every once in a while as we go through the polls, there are no spoilers in the chat past Path of Daggers, chapter 26.
Now I'm gonna call you out right now.
Who?
You
Me.
right now.
Okay.
Ooh.
Because oh my god, look at her. She's amazing. Anyway,
know.
sorry.
Our cat is-
I got
I
really
just saw her in the background.
wow.
Aw.
She's majestic. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
continuing on. I'm gonna call you out right now because I created this bracket and Gus lovingly does so much for the podcast. It does not do anything for the Grinwell Cup. So
Post the polls.
you
Yes.
post the polls.
Takes
That's
me
right.
all of 5
You-
minutes.
You post the polls. I do everything else. So I was like I created this. I handed it to him. He takes one look at that one and goes, "Well, that's a walk for Rourke," and then walks away. And I'm like, "Oh, is that bad? Like, do I need?" I was like, "I thought this was a genuinely hard decision," and then I got really nervous that everyone would be like, well, and there's always one every round where someone's like, "This is the easiest one so far," and I'm always like, "Did I mess up somehow?" But no, nothing's easy for everyone. No. And so I thought it was hard. And then I was very excited because I told, I sometimes tell the Discord what the brackets are going to be the night before, just to get everyone all excited for the next day, like it's Christmas. And also because I'm bad at keeping secrets. But there was some genuine turmoil in the Discord. And I was like, okay, so I'm not out of my mind thinking that this is a genuinely hard poll.
It is.
Thank you.
It was a good one. This is a good one.
It's a good one.
The Grinwell Cup.
Yeah.
Where are we leaning here? What are we thinking?
So I did all this to say I did vote Rourke.
I love it. All of that to say I did vote for Rourke.
I did vote for Rourke because he's a really good husband and because to me he is the hottest man in the Wheel of Time. Okay. But because he's an unproblematic king who just adores his wife, and that's my favorite thing. I love a Gomez Adams. I love a man who
too adoring. He's too adoring for me.
James needs a little spice.
Who am I married to? Like
look, I'm just saying, I'm not here to kink shame. I'm here to kink ask why. But that's fine. That's your thing.
I have a praise kink, and we all
listen. All kink. Well, that's
all kink is valid.
Maybe. Anyways.
I voted for Cat Swain.
I know you did. Yeah. I voted for Varen. I struggled though between Cat Swain and Varen because
that's genuinely hard.
It was difficult because, as I've mentioned maybe a couple times before, I like a mean woman. And I know this reveals quite a lot about myself. I don't care. I've decided I don't care. I'm fine. I accept this about myself.
Maybe you should care.
This is my favorite comment. This was me as well. This happened to me too. I respect and adore all these women, and older women are hot. And I clicked on
work. I feel like that happened with a lot of people. I feel like that's what happened with this poll. Yeah, which is fine. I completely respect that. I did vote for Varen because she gives the librarian vibes.
Yes,
it's the librarian bookish vibes, and that's
a good point.
Okay, so the problem. This isn't
tell me the problem with Varen.
No, this isn't actors. This is James' problem. Like I've always pictured Nynaeve as Zelda from Super Smash Brothers Melee, I think, with the braid. It's a very specific image that I have when I think of Nynaeve. With Varen, I think of Kathy Najimy from Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Okay, but
and is that a bad? She's hot though. I don't understand the problem.
Well, that's not for me.
Once again, we are two very different.
She's for everyone.
Kathy Najimy is. Hold on a second.
I'm just saying
the Grinwell Cup is not about objective hotness, except for in this particular instance.
Except in this case.
Hold on.
Look, we all want to fuck Kathy Najimy, but some of us can't. Okay? It's very hard for me to talk about.
Speak for yourself. Kathy Bates, yes. Varen does remind me of Kathy Bates. I love Kathy Bates.
And Kathy Bates again
so
is
much.
hot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Once again,
James gave me a Kathy Bates signed poster of Misery, which is my favorite role of hers, and forever has my loyalty.
That's
for
exciting.
I will say Kathy Bates in Misery, not hot. Kathy
So
Bates
hot.
Concept hot, but that
Hot,
character is
yes.
so scary.
Terrifying.
Very scary. Very
Not
scary.
hot.
And
See,
not
Allie-
very scary that gets me like it's not
Yeah.
a good time.
Not a
Allie
scare as
said-
scary. Not
No,
a
no.
sexy
Allie
scary.
said not hot, just as I said so hot. I am Annie Wilson's
telling
number
you.
one fan.
It is very revealing. It is revealing a lot about all of us right now. And
As far as this poll, I voted Cat Swain because if a poll doesn't have Galad or Moraine or Rand in it,
right.
I just sort of vote whatever, unless there is a
Close your eyes
chaotic.
and click.
Unless there's a chaos reason to vote, which we'll talk about later. But there was no
boy.
chaos.
I do have
Oh,
I do have
boy.
a question. Do you know who Soralia is?
What do you think?
I know the answer.
Matt, you're so real for this. You're so real for this.
I love
What
and
do you think,
appreciate you, Matt.
James?
I love and appreciate you, Matt.
Of course I don't. I don't know who the fuck that is. She's
Okay.
probably an Aiel or a San
Well, hey, you know,
cream cheese.
you picked two
Did you
large
say
cultures.
Did you say she's a Shan or an Aiel or cream cheese?
Look, I was trying to pronounce San
Are you
Chan, but
just
the
throwing
San-
out foods
San-
now?
She's from the east or the west, or she's a food product.
She's a food product. Why not?
You know what?
It came out.
The
sounding like-
Ceruleo, it does sound like a yogurt brand. Like it's like, you know,
does kind of.
Jamie Lee Curtis would.
It sounds like some kind of white
She
girl
would sell
yogurt,
this.
like
So
Yeah, she
that
would be
has
the face for it.
probiotics in it, and like probably like
100%.
living
you
maggots
with your
or
gut.
some sort of healing crystal nonsense in it.
Healing.
Maggots or crystals?
Look, there is a
Maggots
cheese in
and
Italy that
crystals.
has
Those are the
there is a
same
cheese
things.
in
Those are in
Italy
the
that
same
has
categories.
living maggots in it because they're supposedly good for you. Look,
Uh-huh.
I don't make up the white people things. I just report them as I
As you
come
hear them.
across them.
You just
Yes.
pass on how the culture's doing.
Yes.
How the culture's doing.
Not here to judge.
If anyone was on the edge of their seat for this poll,
Oh
it
my
was
god.
an absolute runaway.
It was a
was.
massacre.
Bigger runaway than Land's runaway. This is Rourke, 65.9 percent of the vote, and of the 1,042 votes. Varen and Catswain pretty close, actually, to one another in second. 14 to Varen, 13.3 to Cadswain, and then Cerelia, because Matt doesn't know who Cerelia is, had 6.7% of the vote,
Perfect.
and that's
Cerelia.
fair.
Uh-oh.
Well, I was spelling her like that food, Sorrel. I don't know, Sorrel. No,
Yeah.
Cerelia.
Oh, boy.
Sorrel.
Brilliant.
Well, the reason why Cerelia is my woman is that
Mm.
she offered to introduce Egwene to younger, hotter Rourke.
Rourke.
And I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
That's an option that we just
That we didn't. Yeah.
not following
Younger,
up
hotter,
on.
taller Rourke.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
not following up at all.
Yeah. She's so valid for that. I know.
Egwene's taste and mine are
Oh,
completely
listen.
opposite.
Egwene, listen, I struggle with her taste.
Mm.
I struggle with her
taste?
choice.
What taste?
I mean, when they're right, they're right.
We're gonna roll it forward. Speaking of taste, the next category is called Children of Delight, which is a pun on Children of the Light. What's the theme, Al?
White cloaks and people they hate.
White cloaks and Perrin.
And Perrin, yes.
Perrin anywhere else.
Because Baron, ironically, did not fit in the one category that,
So
That is
funny.
named
that
after
is
him,
named after him
which
because
is coming up in a few weeks.
too many other
Incredible.
people needed to be there.
Yes.
I love it.
This category, Children of Delight, we've got Galad Damodred, whose full name always makes me laugh because it's
Mhm.
Galadriel Damodred.
Ugh.
Yeah.
We've
Horrid.
got Dane Bornhold. We've got Perrin Ibarra, who just
Mhm.
wandered in here,
Mhm.
very confused,
Yeah.
very on brand. And Seben Balwer. Seben
Mhm.
Balwer, the bird-like. Matt is already
That's
shaking.
like, I don't know.
I'm going to be watching your face for the rest
I
of
know.
this.
The bird-like
Don't look at my
secretary.
face. It's not something you want to look at.
No.
The bird-like secretary who used to work for Pedro Nile as a spy master, and then eventually he kind of, was kicked away from the White Cloaks, and now he is with Morghese. So
Mhm.
this is one that
Mhm.
Robert Jordan would tell you who's going to win, because
Yes.
Robert Jordan has a few objective opinions on who he says are the hottest people in the
Uh-huh.
world. And
Mhm.
I think in some cases, Matt might agree with that.
Mhm.
One or two. What are we thinking right off the bat?
Well, here's the first thing, really quick, about creating these brackets. There are a couple people that I just know are going to do very well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But in order for things to not be boring, you want to have someone where you're like, they'll at least maybe
Gotta mix it up.
attract some like interesting takes or what have
Sorry,
you.
I have to.
When
I
you
have to
have
highlight this.
Thank you.
This,
Thank you.
from
Thank you.
Delusions of Grendel about Galad. That name is a mouthful,
Good
and I would take
Christ.
Perfect.
a
I
mouthful.
love it. I love
So
it.
Galad's a difficult one to place because,
Mhm.
and Galad and Bearlane in
Mhm.
particular, and Lanfear when Lanfear was alive, gave me a lot
Mhm.
of problems because it was constantly trying to figure out who to put them
Where?
against where it was still interesting without like making it so that the next round is going to be incredibly boring.
Mhm.
So that is where we started from. Now, that being said, I could not vote for Galad because I've said many times on the podcast that Perrin reminds me of Gus, and how shady would that be? So I voted for Perrin.
I
Yeah.
will keep my parent comments to myself then.
No, it's okay. We have multiple podcasts called the Parent Slander Hour.
That is true.
Multiple episodes.
He's earned it.
Love him though we do. And
More
we
than-
do. We
Yeah.
also roast the man.
Gus is like
Yes.
Perrin a little quicker. on
Literally the
uptake.
only good use for his mouth,
lot
being spit
quicker.
roasted.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I voted for Galad, but I will say, and this is a spoiler, so I'm not
I
going to
can
say
freaking
it, but Galad does something in a later book that I find a very attractive trait in people.
Yes.
Um,
There's a reason I voted for Galad.
Yes. So it's not just because of his pretty face. He does a thing.
No.
And I think Kat knows what it is.
Yeah. There's a reason why I voted for him.
Towards the
I'm
beginning
intrigued.
of a specific book, which is why I voted for him. And I'm not going to go any more detail than that.
No,
Not
no.
Callie.
No, it's fine. Now, for the longest time, I thought he was very unhot to me because I don't like narcs. But
Understandable.
which fair. But then Zoe, our friend Zoe, said something
Mhm.
really smart last time where she said, Allie, he'd break his oath for you. And then I went, now hold on.
That's the thing.
Now hold on.
now
a minute.
hold on.
One of the things that comes up frequently in the Grinwell Cup is
Uh-huh.
so and so has a code. They have a code. And the
code.
question is, if they would break the code for you?
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
You know, is that
And that's hot.
that
That is, and that's the question. And this is the thing. This Galad, I think later I've come to appreciate Galad as a character a lot more than when I first read the series. And there's something about him. There's something very good about him. And
Yeah.
that's
He needs
I
to
will
be
yeah.
queered up in the TV show. I
I
know
am
this is not
on
we're
board
not
with
I'm
that.
for
basing
it.
our votes, but like just the general character comment, like he definitely needs to be.
Absolutely.
I'm for it. I'm for
Yeah.
Elaine Avienda love. That's my big
Give 'em.
shit for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, those two are in love the whole book. Like,
I mean, of course they are.
the hottest scene in the books,
Mhm.
and what's upsetting to me is that Robert Jordan did not intend it to be this way. Is Avienda takes her top off,
Mhm.
bends over, and goes, "Do to me what you will," and we're just supposed to go, "What a beautiful friendship!"
They were
Exactly.
roommates, okay?
Oh my
My
god,
God, they were
They were
roommates.
roommates.
Oh my God, they were
Mhm.
roommates.
Yeah,
Can
and
we-
then,
Oh my
and then they talk
God.
about like sharing secrets in the night, and I'm like,
Exactly.
what heterosexual women?
Mhm.
Very
Who's doing
straight
this?
behavior.
What straight women are doing
Yes.
this?
Yeah. Being
Can we-
pals.
I just want to shout out Lesby saying, Galad as a character, a grower, not a shower, which is couldn't have said it better myself.
Incredible.
Well worded.
Perfection.
This is well worded and also made me scream inside.
Of course it did. Of course it did.
What do we think about we've got the canonically hottest man in the entire universe, but we also
Right.
have other people. Believe it or not, there are other people in this poll.
Are there?
Not worth noting necessarily. We've got
No.
Perrin.
Yeah.
2 cents on Perrin.
Hottest Perrin to date,
hmm
Battle of the Two Rivers Perrin.
Yes, I would
That's
agree with
hottest
that.
Perrin.
Yeah, when he actually does something.
It's
Yeah.
all downhill from there.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
far, it has not
would
been a
agree
good
with that.
look since then.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Perrin, Battle of Two Rivers Perrin,
hmm
when he's like riding off with Fael, and we all
Mhm.
know what they're gonna go do.
Oh yeah.
That's hottest Perrin.
Fight.
Peak Perrin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fight.
I just Googled when a thing happens and I need to be quiet now.
Uh-huh.
And blacksmithing.
and
also-
blacksmithing.
Blacksmithing is good.
That's fair. Blacksmithing is hot.
Yeah.
Hot Wolf
yeah.
Boy is,
Yes.
you know,
And wolf. That's
something we forget about a lot because
Right. It's true.
he doesn't
Because of
necessarily
everything
ever
else.
bring it up,
Yeah.
and because of the other things.
Yes.
Pirates of the Caribbean introduced me to the concept of a blacksmith, and I have
Mhm.
not let it go.
Yeah,
Ever.
that's fair.
So
That's fair.
Mhm.
yeah. Hot blacksmith.
Yeah.
Dane Bornhold got the
He
lowest
was here.
amount of votes in
He was
history
and also ran the
Yes.
lowest percentage of votes
ever.
ever with 1.9%.
Oh my
Seven
God.
Balwer, who nobody remembers,
Mhm.
7.3%.
Wow.
Over triple. I
Wow.
don't think that no, wait. Yes, no. Dane Bornhold got the fewest votes.
Ever.
24.3.
Wow.
Yeah, 24 votes.
Gowan is
Wow.
vindicated.
Dane Bornhold getting absolutely dumpstered here.
Wow. Damn.
Uh,
which is so sad because Dane, the character account, is just a sweetheart.
Twitter
Twitter,
Dane
yeah.
is
I
fantastic.
feel so bad.
Yeah.
Dang-
To the point
yes,
where
Chris, Dangleberry. I started calling him Dangleberry.
Exactly. I mean, to the point where I saw the poll options and I saw Dane. I was like, "Oh, Dane!" I was like, "Wait a second, it's not that Dane.
no. This
No.
is
Not that Dane."
this is book
This is
canon
book Dane.
Dane.
Yeah.
Book canon Dane.
Who is done for. He's gone. We don't need to think about
Yeah.
him. And Seven
No.
Balwer, who Bree described as Seven Balwer, is the kind of person who would come over and say, "Lee, you look like you need a nap."
Mhm.
You'd wake up from the nap. He would have made you breakfast. He would have taken care of all of your bills. He would have unsubscribed you from all of the services that you forgot to
That's
unsubscribe
hot.
from. And he
That is
also
hot.
would have killed 17 of your 15 enemies. And the 2 extra ones are people who had it in for you, but you didn't know it.
There you go.
So,
We do love efficiency here.
yeah.
Yes, we do.
Mm.
We love competence. We're all about
Competence.
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 Yes.
Yes.
So that's Children of Delight.
Mhm.
We're going to get into one of the categories where I
Children
said,
of
you're going to make me
Delight.
tweet that, huh, Allie? That gets so much worse later. This category is called the Amyrlin seat is my face.
Incredible.
And
Incredible,
people,
Ali.
people
Incredible.
thought this may have been people that would say that out loud. But Allie, what is this category?
Amyrlin seats of the past, and I
Mhm.
And
yes,
present.
and
Yes.
present.
Mhm.
So Swan Sanche, Egwene Alvear, and Elida. I'm not going to pronounce her last name. 'cause
Deavrania Royhan.
Thank you.
It's many letters. It is exactly as many letters as will fit into the poll section on Twitter. It's
Amazing.
exactly that
Wow.
many letters.
Now again,
to be.
I thought Egwene would crush Swan. I really did.
Really?
And she should
I
have.
did.
She should have.
She probably wants to.
No. Oh, shut up. She should have.
I'm here for it.
She should have, because y'all sapphics got. I shouldn't have looked at Kat just then.
Oh,
Finish what you're saying.
Kat,
I'm
one-
just saying,
1 to 10.
y'all have show goggles on, okay?
That's not true at all. I
James,
defend
stop.
that.
James. Kat will curse you into oblivion. And I don't mean
I'm
for
getting my
curse words.
crystals. I will get my crystals.
I'll shove a
They are
crystal up my
getting their
coochie like Gwyneth Paltrow to protect me, okay?
Okay, well,
You ain't
James,
think I got some
what-
eggs? I got some eggs for my coochie.
Who's talking about eggs? What are you talking about, James?
Yeah, James. What are you talking
It'll
about?
protect me from your witchness.
The eggs will?
The
That's
eggs
so
will.
bitch.
Why will shoving eggs
It's
up your
Himalayan salt
scooter
eggs.
God.
protect you from?
God, Capricorns, am I right?
No, you're not. You are so very wrong. Swan takes the lead over Egwene, obviously.
Allie, did you have us on here just so you can feel a little bit better about yourself? Because
So you I feel better about
that's,
me?
if so, that's very
We
valid.
make it very easy. We
No,
make it very
I
easy.
was too worried about Queers of Time's Power, and I thought I could break this up. Get
I
rid
feel
of
like-
get
I feel
rid
like
of-
the
The
Queers
second you
time-
finish the books,
Oh my god.
you're a host on the podcast.
Oh my god. It's gonna be a celebration. I can't wait.
Yeah,
That
I feel
would
again,
be
like,
my honor to be a
Mhm.
part.
Oh my god.
Book
I feel
Swan
like
what?
our-
You bitch, I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
James.
Yeah.
Yeah, James.
I can't say why.
This
Well, I don't know. All I know is that you're in trouble. So
I mean,
make peace with Jesus.
some arguments
don't even know
in
her.
the favor of Egwene.
Mhm.
We just got to the part where she tricked them into basically giving her
Pulls a Palpatine.
martial law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was
Yes, she did.
which I'd never seen martial law as hot before until
Yes.
recently.
That
And
was
then
such a power move.
that
It
was
was.
hot.
I
will
know
agree with
Egwene has her
this.
problems.
I
End
will
of
agree with
sentence.
this.
But at the same time, who
Mhm.
helped her put that plan in place?
This is
I
my
forgot.
thing.
I forgot who
Swan.
helped her.
Matt,
Swan did.
Swan.
I swear.
Matt, what? Have you finished the books? Yeah. Should I tone down the spoiler level?
Have you read any of them?
Look, I remember Dumais Wells, and then it's a blank until
Some
book
other
14.
things. Yeah.
This is such a specific. It's a big plot point, though, Matt.
COVID brain. I
Yeah.
haven't had
Okay.
COVID, but COVID brain.
We were
Or-
ready to feel. We were ready to be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
I know. I have. Don't worry. I haven't had COVID though, but still.
It's just my brain.
I'm
It's just the way-
I agree with Lesby Nerdy here. I'm not
She's baby.
I'm
She's
not-
baby.
voting for her because I can't even say it because it feels disgusting. I'm voting for her.
You're not saying something because it feels disgusting.
I know.
Mm.
Okay. There is a limit.
I'm just saying, like, Egwene, the amount of power that she has is
Mhm.
hot.
Sure.
The power that she generates
hmm
is hot
Sure.
as a power bottom.
But she. Okay.
I knew this would be. I had a feeling this would be a close one, and
Yeah.
and it was.
Mhm.
Frankly, I was
Well
right,
contributed.
and
close.
I'm proud of myself.
hmm
As you should be.
Yes.
I want to know who the fuck in the lineup between Swan and Egwene had the audacity to vote alike. I'm like,
10% of the
yeah.
votes, Allie.
Listen,
Who voted?
I
Oh,
was
Pat.
this close.
Uh-huh.
Allie, I am sorry.
What?
I was this
Explain.
close.
Uh-huh.
I was
Elida
this
is
close.
Explain
so
yourself.
not
Listen.
hot.
A mean woman.
She's once
Oh.
again.
Very
Once
mean.
again, I am
No.
starry-eyed for
Nynaeve
mean
is
women,
mean, and
and
it's
this is the
hot.
problem.
See, but I enjoy mean competence. I
Yeah,
don't enjoy mean
know.
incompetence.
But
Yeah.
see, Elida goes so far the other way that it becomes hot again.
Does it?
She's
No.
still
for me.
Elida is.
Does
For me,
it?
that's what. Yeah, we've talked
I
about. Jenny's. I knew Kat would say that. Thank you, Jenny, for about. Thank you for knowing me. I feel seen. Thank
I don't
you.
know if anybody's going to get this reference, but basically having the Queers of Time on your podcast is like inviting Patty's Pub into your podcast because
Uh-huh.
I love it.
we're barely more functional than them.
Oh, and that's general. I mean, yeah.
Thank you,
Gaslight-
RRC.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Thank you.
Also, my motto.
thank you. Yes, exactly.
Gate
Exactly.
gate gas girl keep and boss light.
Yep.
Are you
that's what it-
okay?
That's the saying. That's
Are you
the
okay?
saying.
You good?
I tried.
You need some water?
You did. That was good.
It's the
Yes,
COVID that
talking
he
about
didn't have.
It's
The
the COVID
Rand
brain.
the Rand round made me very thirsty and I ran out of water. So
Oh, I see. Okay.
actually I do need water.
Got to keep yourself
I love
hydrated.
it. Like,
Oh,
actually,
he
I
said
do need
bye.
water.
He said
It's
bye.
like, okay, I'm gonna go get water.
Ugh.
I understand where you're coming from, Kat, but I don't
Yeah.
think it in any way circles around because I see Elida
Mhm.
as a certain person in this world that
Mhm.
I don't talk about because they're
Ooh.
bad
Mm,
and they like golf.
mm.
Mm,
You like golf?
And they wanted
And
to
they're
build a great big
American?
tower.
Oh, I see.
yes,
Yeah.
No,
I
don't
think
put
that's
that thought in
my.
my. Oh, don't put that thought in my head.
I'm
Yeah.
just it's there.
It's gonna
It's
ruin
there.
Elida
I've
for
made
me.
I've made that
I'm-
joke on our podcast before.
And
It's-
so it shall.
I used to like Elida as a character, but then I saw Elida in real life, but with a penis, and I didn't like it.
Okay, but if it's now, this is the question.
This is the question.
To
Mhm.
be or not to be.
If it's the same, nope, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not
I think
even gonna-
I understand. Okay, is it if it's,
Kat,
if it's a
help me.
woman? If it's a woman, is it different? Is what
No.
you're saying?
Is it
If
hotter
it's-
somehow?
Is it? This is my thing.
Is it hotter somehow if it's a woman? No.
Somehow hotter if it's a woman.
Because, I mean,
Because-
for a woman to even get here.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I guess it
We're just
is.
putting it out.
I guess it is hotter if a woman is stepping on your neck than if a man is.
Yes,
Yes, objectively.
absolutely.
I was gone for like 10 seconds. The fuck? The
Oh
fuck
my
happened?
god. We this one was fairly close.
Uh-huh.
Swan did take it with just over
Yeah,
50%
she did.
of the vote. Egwene following up about 40%, and Elida trailing far behind with 10.
You know, Elida is one of those characters that makes me go, I don't support all women.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true. It's true.
It's like
It's true.
it's like that gay friend you have where you're like,
Maybe
maybe you shouldn't have rights.
you shouldn't have rights. Maybe it's not okay.
Mhm.
Maybe we went too far.
Maybe rights were a mistake for some people. Maybe we need
Allie,
to-
you're laughing, but I definitely have gay friends where I'm like, yeah, gay rights went too far.
Oh no.
maybe it needs
I-
to be. Maybe the rights need to be revoked. You know. I don't know.
As a people, we don't deserve this.
Sometimes sometimes we do some stuff. Sometimes
Speaking
there are
of-
some
oh my
things.
God.
Speaking of doing stuff, our next category is called She's a Keeper.
Yeah, she
Allie,
is.
what
Oh, thank you.
what
That was lame.
what's this? What's this? What have we here? What is this? Explain
Yes,
yourself.
So the keepers of the tower,
Mm.
Shiriam,
And people who are controlling
Controlling
the
the
keepers
keepers of the tower.
Mm.
yeah. So Shiriam, Alviarin, Liana, and
Mhm.
Masana.
Okay.
I need to Google something really quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you do.
Okay.
While you do, can I run?
Yeah, do what you need to do.
I need to.
Yeah. I have to scoot the chairs.
Don't
I
talk
was
about
not-
anything too good while I'm
Yes.
gone. Okay.
Yeah, I voted
Uh,
Leanne because I like her.
Yes.
I
The
didn't
Yeah.
most boring
particularly-
takes for 5 minutes.
We're gonna keep the spoilers where they were before.
Yeah.
This is not saying anything about anybody.
Yes.
Uh,
I love the look back. Like
just got to make sure she's
Gotta
not
double check.
sneaking around.
Mhm.
Matt, you voted Liana. You said
Mhm.
I did. I voted Leanne.
we say Liana, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I voted Leanne because she's the. I forgot who the other characters were. I mean, I know who they are. I just forgot who was actually in the poll, but I know
Okay.
all the characters. I just forgot
Okay.
the names that you said because I don't know. Friday night
So-
brain.
You don't.
So
you don't have to
Leanne,
remember.
Leanne
Liana
in
Shiriam
is
What?
Mhm.
is
healed.
Okay.
healed and green.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
that's fine.
Yes.
All I wanted to know.
Yeah. So of these four, there was again we talk about some brackets being we have to put this person somewhere,
Yeah.
and we hope that there will be some impulses to vote for other people from others. That didn't really happen here.
Mhm.
I'll just spoil that for y'all.
No, it didn't.
80% of the vote going to Liana Sharif. Because, as James pointed out, she was
Oh, no.
blue, who was very rigid. She got stilled. She made trying to fuck her entire personality, and now she's
Yes,
a
she
green.
did.
Her entire personality.
And you know what? That's valid. This is
Mhm.
my thing. I feel like that she was the easy choice, you know?
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
She
sometimes
was easy,
she-
objectively.
well,
I said it
that's
first,
true.
James.
Okay. She was
get
the
the point.
easy choice. She was easy and she was the easy choice. But is that correct?
Just because you like to work for it doesn't mean that we all do.
Okay, I proudly voted for Alviarin.
I think that's also a valid choice because
Yeah.
we love competence.
I love a competent woman. And she is a no slut shaming.
No,
There will
see-
be no
slut-shaming.
slut shaming on my
Absolutely
watch.
not.
See,
No.
Kayla, this is why I did vote for Leanne
Mm-hmm.
because of how sex is her only personality, and I admire that in her. She knows what she wants and she goes for it. This is a very easy and straightforward.
Yeah.
choice
I
for
don't
me.
know why I expected that. Yeah, so I was trying to find an answer to that question that
Uh-huh.
just is on there.
Mhm.
And for some reason, I thought typing into Google, did Leanne fuck? I thought
it would
Yeah.
you it
Thought-
would bring up something.
I
that
thought
Google would
that
help
would
you in
answer
this.
it.
Yeah. I don't think Google
Did
Who's
is
slut
Leanne
shaming?
fuck what?
As far as we know,
Mhm.
probably not. She's just incredibly good at flirting.
Yes.
That's
I
the
think
the
she's just
Domani
very-
thing
Yeah.
is to flirt like nobody's
I
business.
know I'm on Leanne Rhymes' Wikipedia page.
Oh,
Good.
I mean that makes sense. Actually, that does make sense. I understand that.
We've got a few other folks as well as dear Liana. We've got Alviarin, the Elidas keeper. We've got Shiriam, Egwene's keeper, former mistress of the novices, and then Masana, who is just unknown.
Oh,
Allie has her
Unknown.
theories as to who Masana is.
Oh yeah, actually.
Okay. Okay.
Can you share with the class? Because
What Allie's theory is?
yeah,
Theory.
she's Danelle, the random brown sister in the White Tower.
That's what Allie thinks.
Okay.
I don't even know who that is.
No one does.
Yeah.
And that's maybe double down harder.
There's a single brown Aja who smirks when Swan is being deposed, and Allie has decided that is the cornerstone.
Allie said,
This is it.
"This bitch smile."
This bitch
I call her
smile.
that smirky bee.
We have a shirt. that says
Danelle, that
smirky bee on it.
smirky bee.
That
Who
smirky
smirks
bee.
this- If you felt like that, this okay, I've talked about this so many times, but
Yeah.
if you felt like this is the right thing to do to like ruin someone's life like this,
Mhm.
like lay her down low.
Mhm.
Why would you smile about it? Unless you are a like sadistic motherfucker. And who is more sadistic than a Forsaken? Your Honor. No one.
Your Honor, I present to you.
Your Honor, I present her smirking. She also got all of the the people that were gonna attack together.
She ordered more stonemasons who were actually not stonemasons.
So she was
Oh, I forgot about
instrumental.
that.
We remember that scintillating
And
plot detail.
stop it. And Masana.
I don't know who this
And
bitch is.
Masana. Stop it. You stop it right now. I have a very well reasoned argument for Masana at one point during a prologue was like stacking all these cards together to make a white tower. And so I was like, okay, so she's like constructing things behind the scenes, like Danelle was when she was instrumental in the tower coup.
Okay.
And she doesn't want to be recognized. Masana doesn't want to be recognized, which led me and eventually Alviarin, when she caught up to my logic, to decide that means that Masana must be in the tower.
Well, we know
Your Honor.
We know that she's in the tower.
And if she's in the tower, she's definitely going to be on Elida's like inner circle. Your Honor, who is on this inner council? Danelle.
There's a few
Danelle
people.
the smirky bee is on the tower.
What about Shamiran?
And Masana, who is
Matt,
a
you know who
former
Shamiran is.
teacher.
Oh,
Masana
yeah, I
was
know who that
notably
is.
a
Oh, it was
former
Shiriam.
teacher.
Shiriam,
What
Shiriam.
Aja would a former teacher want to be on? Brown. Your Honor, what Aja is Danelle on? She's brown Aja. It would also give her access to all the research that she needs in order to be successful. Your Honor, I present for the court, Danelle is Masana.
Danelle is
Dean.
Masana. Case closed.
Your Honor, please. And Gus continues and everyone else continued to gaslight me about this.
Gaslight.
Did you say Guslight?
Yeah, that's
Gaslighting
what
is
we
a thing.
call it on the podcast.
It's
Oh,
when
it sounds
it's,
a lot sweeter and cuddlier than gaslighting.
I do
Yeah.
like
Doesn't
that.
it? Yeah.
It's very nice.
It's when
Yeah.
Gus brings you a little lamp for when you're reading in the room's too dark, so you can
Aw.
see
That's
better.
true.
It's the gaslighting. Yeah.
But anyway,
Grendel
So-
doesn't fuck. Go fuck
What?
yourself, delusions.
Grendel doesn't fuck. Who
Do you
said
know?
this?
Do you know
Grand
what
delusions of
that's
Grendel.
referring to? If they're talking about, there was a conversation that happened.
There's a conversation happening as to whether or not
Yes.
characters in the good characters in the books like sex, or if they only have sex
Yeah,
once.
They're Puritans. Of
Yes.
course they
Yes.
don't have sex.
it's very puritanical.
Fairlane
So
does.
that's why. Yeah.
So,
Oh.
Right?
And she's a whore.
per the narrative.
Per the narrative. Per
Yes.
the
The
narrative.
narrative. She's. a
Oh,
whore.
you're telling me. You're
Per my
telling
last
me Min
narrative.
hasn't, you know.
Yes.
No.
Yes, you know this. Min is canonically a virgin.
You know
but
what?
they should say
It made
preferred.
me so angry. I forgot. I like immediately rejected that. I was like,
So's
nice,
Avienda.
Jim.
Yep.
No, she's not.
Yes, yes. I've told you this 5 times. 'cause
Well,
you keep-
if she counts,
keep
if
blocking it out.
if P and V is the only counting, because you cannot tell me those maidens are not hooking up right and
It doesn't make
left.
sense. Exactly.
You are
It
you
does not make
cannot
sense.
tell me
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. It's so illogical.
that
It's-
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
The I yield, don't screw,
look, I
don't
know.
screw.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying they don't. I'm saying that the named main character Aiel that we hang out with don't.
You also cannot tell
Mostly.
me that Bane and Shia don't hook up
Oh no, I'm sure
like
they do.
regularly.
I'm sure they do.
Gus, have
But
you read
they hooked up with
Origins?
Will Alcine. They
Haven't
hooked up
finished
with
it,
Will
no.
Alcine.
Not
Okay.
that we know of.
It
That's-
was heavily
yes, I
implied.
thought about that
that's
as well.
possible. It's
It was
not.
heavily
It's not
implied.
guaranteed.
They whispered.
They may well have.
James. There was whispering.
They looked at him. They nodded. They whispered. They hooked up with Will Alcine. Your Honor,
Yeah.
So
Your
speaking
Honor,
of Will
let's break it
Alcine,
down.
speaking
New
of Will
evidence?
Alcine and
Yes.
the fact that he has a big nose.
No, that's ban.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which apparently for Robert Jordan is code for good at fucking. The next category is
goodness.
called. By the way, Liana won the shit out of that.
Yeah, she
The
did.
next category is called the
Wait,
dead.
Did everybody vote for Liana? Did
Eight-
we all vote for
80.
Liana?
I did.
No, they all vote for
I
Liana.
don't know.
I
I
did.
don't know.
I voted for Alvierin.
Mm.
Gus told me Shiriam wouldn't do well, and that made me angry, so I voted for Shiriam. So
Fair. Valid.
She's
That's fair.
sweet. I like
What?
her. She's good.
Yeah.
She's a good character.
no, she's
good
a triple.
character.
She's a triple agent,
good.
and triple agents are hot.
You
I
have
believe
your
that-
theories.
He's a triple
We'll stick
agent.
to them.
He's
Ali
a
is
triple agent.
convinced that Shiriam
I'm on
is
her.
Shiriam is a Black Odgist spy
Uh-huh.
working for the light.
Okay.
Is what Ali
Interesting.
thinks is happening
Okay.
with Shiriam.
Yes.
Speaking of working,
Mhm.
the next category is called "The Dead's Not the Only Thing That's Raised."
Mm-hmm.
And
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ali, what is the unifying factor here?
They've died and been brought back.
Yeah, a lot of people expected Matt to be here.
Mhm.
I didn't think of him for this.
Amazing.
Oh, he has
I
done that at this point.
I didn't think of that at all. Um, but
I
I
guess
see-
he has playing this. Yeah.
and then everyone started saying that, and this is what's unfortunate when you're like the people who listen to your podcast are cleverer than you, is you start to go, oh fuck, that would have been good. Ah, shit.
Oh no.
I did not do that, and I'm not changing it now because it's a very delicate balance putting this bracket together. But-
We've got the Gars, as they are often colloquially
Mhm.
referred to, Erengar,
Mhm.
whose identity we know, it is Halima, and Osengar, whose identity we do not know.
Okay.
You might know it if you're listening. Keep it to yourself.
Oh, come on, I know.
Ali thinks it's Deshiva.
Oh God, it's so obvious.
We also have Moradin,
It's so obvious.
It's so obvious.
and we have Sindane.
He's over there
Mhm.
licking lips. Like, come on, he's a pervert. He must be.
Come on. He's a Come on.
Yes,
now.
Robert Jordan's decided that bad people are perverts, and you know what?
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
He's not. wrong.
Um,
It's
yeah,
true.
he's not wrong.
He's not
Erengar,
wrong.
Osengar, Moradin, Sindane.
Mhm.
Some of these characters we've met perhaps once. Some of these characters we've met 2 or 3, 4 times.
Mhm.
One of the characters just keeps rubbing Egwene's head.
Yeah.
Let's dive on in here. This was the least popular poll of the first half. I should have
Mhm.
put an I abstain option, as I did
We
today.
we did learn that now we need to continue to put in an I abstain option.
abstain.
I
because
Apply.
abstain.
Hearing
Yes.
people's abstentia is funny. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I didn't vote this poll. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know. I don't. I
I mean,
remember.
well, you
certainly.
don't know who any of them are.
Do you know?
Allie, you're the
recognize-
nice one.
We're
You know,
corrupting
I-
Sorry, I
everyone.
don't. That just
You're
came
corrupting
out.
everyone.
I hold you
I know.
and Gus as paragons of kindness in the Twitter of Time community, and I come onto your podcast and I'm viciously bullied and I'm persecuted, and I just can't believe it.
Uh-huh.
I am just so.
I do feel really bad about it, actually.
Does it feel like home to you, Matt? Do you feel like it's just home?
They
Yeah,
came and
that's
corrupted the sanctity of the Wheel Takes podcast.
Yeah. I think no, that's not true. I voted because I saw that we got the option to like it can be anything you want.
Yes,
The
that's
hot
true.
list can be anything you want,
Anything you
including
want.
if you want to set them on fire.
Yes.
Yes,
And I took that and I ran with it.
please. Who
And
did
I
you want to
voted-
set on fire?
Morden.
Morden.
That's the
Good.
one.
He would probably thank you for that.
I think so too.
He would be pleased.
I think, and that's the thing. I was like, you know what? I think I'm doing him a favor.
Yeah.
And so, win-win.
I voted for Sindane because I'm 90%, 99% sure that she's Lanfear. Just brought back.
Mhm.
And Gus tried to pitch this to me as like, but it's a completely different body. Like, it's Jackie versus Amyrlin. And I'm going, and I
Which
said,
is how the narrative.
and I said, are you telling me that Maryland's the not hot one in this situation? Like, there's not-
I was trying to be impartial.
they are both hot in different
I
ways.
think
That's
everybody's
accurate.
hot in different ways.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm like, and both of them are hot that appeal to me.
Mhm.
So that's a yes either
Mhm.
way.
Did Gus really imply that Miss Norma Jean Mortensen, aka Marilyn Monroe, is
No, I
not?
did
Send
not.
your hate mail
No,
to
I did
gus
not.
at gmail.com.
This is going to be like when I made a joke
Oh,
about
no.
Taylor Swift and it got
Well,
taken
I
out of
guess
context.
Oh,
some
boy.
like it hot, and those some don't include Gus.
Well, there it is.
Mm.
It's a very good movie.
And there we have. It's a very good movie.
It's a very good movie.
Mhm.
There we have it. Who did you vote
I
for,
guess
James?
this gentleman does not prefer blondes.
Blondes.
Does
Did-
not.
Mm.
Does not.
I know.
voted- I
I'm a
voted for
natural
Morden.
blonde.
You voted for Morden.
I voted
Yeah.
for Morden. Like,
Yeah.
it's just you can't for any of the others.
Can't.
Yeah,
You can't.
Can't.
I get it.
And that is fair. The-
At least the Gars.
The Gars.
Yeah, we
yes.
don't.
I could- yeah.
Yeah. I mean, knowing that they're Agenor and Balthamel, it's just kind of like, it's
Yeah.
kind of
I'm
rough,
like-
man.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely understand. We did have to include them because they've made recent impacts and
Mm-hmm.
And we needed to fill out the category,
And
and
we
we
needed
forgot
to
that
fill-
Matt had died and come back to life.
we completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Completely
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, damn, that would have been good, actually.
Yeah.
How's it feel to be smarter than us? Anyway, continuing on. Must be nice. I want to see you make a bracket. Anyway,
Yeah, exactly. I can't even imagine what this like. Do you have?
Oh,
a
I
notebook?
can. No, they're spreadsheets.
They're spreadsheets.
There have
Okay.
to be spreadsheets.
for the
Oh,
for
yeah.
this for the
For
cup.
putting this together.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have a spreadsheet on this
Spreadsheet.
screen.
I have
Yeah.
multiple spreadsheets.
Yeah.
I have
Oh, I bet.
all
No,
the
I'm
little-
sorry. Like, my organization brain is seeing exactly how this works, and I love every bit of it.
Yeah,
It's color
yeah,
coordinated.
I'm sure you know it is
Uh-huh.
color coordinated.
I
Yep.
love it.
Yeah,
It's color coordinated. It's got percentages. It's got number of votes.
It
It's
does.
got everything.
Mhm.
There's
You
a
have
whole
formulas
bracket.
in there to calculate exactly how many.
no, but I
love it.
should. That's a good idea.
Mm.
I should
Wow.
run that.
Hmm.
How's it feel to be better than us?
That's the theme tonight.
Judgment. The judgment in that. Wow. my
Wow.
No, I'm just saying, like, why have a spreadsheet if you aren't fully utilizing it? But okay.
Wow.
They're pretty.
Once again. Once again, coming in hot. Good lord.
My God. Okay.
This
Listen,
one was
spicy.
not close. I thought there would be
I thought it
competition.
would be closer.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's always possible. Very low number of votes, relatively speaking, which is I feel weird saying that about this number, but 809. Grinwell Cup, man, it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
And
It is wild.
Moradin with about half, 48.9%
Yeah.
of
People
of
have
the
been
votes.
asking us when some of y'all have like real feelings about Moradin because people were asking us in other brackets
Yes.
when Moradin was showing up.
Wow.
yes. By the
Really?
way,
Yes.
if you are one of the people who keeps reaching out going, when are we going to see Avienda? When are we going to see Brigitte?
Mhm.
They've both won already. They're ineligible.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are now part of the Heroes of the Horny.
Yes.
And they are now
They're in
ineligible.
the Pantheon.
Heroes
and
of the Horny.
we won't
Yes.
be seeing them here unless someday we do an All Stars, but I don't see how that's possible because we need to do this
that
for
would be
30 years.
good.
Oh, and All Stars would be so fun.
It would be
though.
good.
An All Stars
One day.
Wait,
Oh,
here,
yeah.
I'm confused. Wait, why can't they? Why are they not eligible?
They
for this?
won.
They already won.
They won. So we felt like it would
Yeah.
be, because when
Okay, so when someone
Avienda
wins, you
won.
take them
They get
out.
taken out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
to keep the cup continuously exciting, because we felt like then the same person would win
All the time.
often.
It's a good idea. I mean, you have like
Very fair.
10,000 characters to choose from, so you know.
True.
Yeah. So we
And-
have to start being like, some people are just not eligible. And
Yeah.
so we have to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
We will be seeing
We will
Aludra.
be seeing
I'll give you
Aludra,
that one for
Oh,
free.
that's exciting. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Aludra-
Aludra. Aludra, I'm
Aludra-
gonna slam that button.
Aludra can get
Do you
it.
know who she's against?
Yes,
don't
I know
care.
who she is. Oh, I thought
I don't care who she's.
Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
Allie makes
Actually-
one joke, and you're like,
Are
He
we?
was ready.
I was
He's
counting
like,
on Allie
I
for
am
moral
ready.
support against you,
Always.
creature.
against me, against me.
Yes,
Just say
against
against me. It's fine.
against James.
Mhm.
Always. I'm always here for moral support.
We
Anyways,
have
in
one.
30 years, you can have a poll, and your
Yeah.
Grinwell Cup can be all of those S-named Aes Sedais.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yes. We'd have
When
to
we
do.
when we're doing our first time reader podcast with our children or something
Yes.
like that.
No, exactly.
It's a family thing.
Family podcast.
Oh, we're a good Christian family podcast.
We are a very good Christian
Mhm,
family
bless your heart.
podcast.
Fun fact about Aludra, as Chad is starting to blow up about Aludra. In her first year, Aludra round 1 eliminated Matt.
Good.
Which
We didn't see
was
coming.
not something we expected. And we had Danny from Wheel Weaves on that week, and she was
She loves
despondent.
we had thought, oh, we'll put Matt in an easy heat
And bring
so
Danny
that
in.
Danny will be
I
so
love
happy.
it.
And then
Didn't pan out so
It's
good.
too funny.
we did not see that coming.
But see, I love it. It keeps people on their toes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keeps people guessing.
And it
Uh,
reminds us that hotness is not.
It is not
In fact,
It's true.
objective.
No, it's
and
not.
Everybody
Not at all.
can be hot.
It's true.
I'm gonna actually right now. I'm gonna post because we have to post an extra poll per week.
Ooh.
Otherwise, we would get behind. I'm gonna post yet another Grinwell poll right now. So if you're watching this, you get to go
Gas.
and vote on it right away. The category name, Allie, would you like to share the category name with the viewers?
Yes.
It's this one. You came
Yeah.
up with it.
Oh, I know, but I constantly think about the fact that I have a job anyway. So
Before you post it, can we guess who's in it?
Yeah.
yes, it's
Okay, perfect.
the straw-haired clits, and
Did I hear that correctly?
You did. Indeed you did.
Okay,
You
so
did.
Aludra, Barrelane.
Is Barrelane straw-haired?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
No.
Uh,
The straw-haired clits.
Straw-haired clips. So it can't be
Say
obvious.
it
I was
over and
Aiel.
over.
The
A bunch of Aiel characters that I don't know.
straw-haired clits.
You definitely know.
Allie, come on.
Well, no, you definitely know. You definitely know some of them.
Allie has become
No,
addicted to the
I
drug
laughed.
of making
I went
fun
like
of
that because that is actually kind of a read of this of this bracket, but only a little.
Okay.
Leandrin.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, Leandrin's a good guess.
Galena.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot about Galena until you
Galena,
just said
you're
that.
right.
See, I got one on Allie.
Oh wow, you really
Delight.
showed her.
The delight.
All right. Let me narrow this down.
Mhm.
We have one Forsaken.
Uh-huh.
We have one
Samael.
one Royal,
Okay.
and we have two. We have one Maiden of the Spear, and we have one Wise One.
Oh,
Grendel,
interesting.
Morgoth,
Okay, so Grendel,
and I don't know the other two.
Grendel, Morghese, and
Mhm.
Aiel. Who would it be? Who would it be? Who would
Bane
it
and
be?
Chiad.
No, they come later. This I'll give this to you because they're
Gaul.
Okay.
No, it is Amis and Sula.
Ah.
I
Okay.
thought Sulin already
Amis.
went. Oh, that was Cyrilla.
That was Cerelia.
Cerelia.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Cerulean.
Cerulean.
Yeah.
Cerulean.
I'm gonna go ahead and post that now.
And that's
Excellent.
live.
So go
Excellent.
vote, have
Excellent.
fun. Join us next week when we'll have some new guests and break down some more polls. 8
Ooh.
more of them. That's all
the
the action
Grinwell
we've got
Cup.
this week, folks.
Mhm.
Yeah, but let's see. Who do we think, as a last thought exercise, who do we think will be victorious amongst the straw-haired clits?
I mean, I just
Mm.
voted for more gays, so
Amongst the
I just
straw
voted for Grendel.
Mm.
I'm voting for more gays as well.
I'm voting
Because-
for Grendel.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
am
vote.
At all.
Can't-
and now let me log into the Queers of Time. account.
Here we go.
Stacking.
Here we
Uh,
go.
No.
Would
Was
you
there-
folks go ahead? Go ahead.
What was the poll from today?
Ha! I beat
The
you to
poll
it,
from
James.
today was called More Gays as Tinder Swipes.
That's right.
No, you-
Oh
And
yes. Okay.
the fourth option of I hate you
Yes.
has about 100 votes.
Perfect.
So
Amazing.
we'll
Incredible.
break that one down next week.
Incredible.
That's real.
I can't.
I
Wait
get
to
it.
see
I get it.
Would you like to share how, if people want to listen to your lovely and wholesome content
Mhm.
elsewhere, how can they find it? How can
Where
how
would they
can-
where would they find wholesome content from us
That is the question.
or otherwise?
or otherwise?
You can find us at Queers of Time on Twitter and Discord and Patreon, and I forgot what else.
Literally,
He's saying it in the exact same cadence as we say our outro.
I know.
Literally the same cadence. Thank you so much for listening.
we have
We have been the Queers of Time. You can find us on Twitter, Discord.
This is now a
Apple
Queers of Time
Podcasts.
episode.
Please support our page.
making
We have-
podcasts are expensive. Please give us money.
We're on
Um,
Twitter while it lasts.
We have just colonized Allie and Gus's podcast.
Beautiful. Welcome. I realize I'm gonna have to start censoring letters in the titles as we go on, because apparently this one got this tweet may contain sensitive content flag.
Oh my
So
god!
shout out to getting banned.
Incredible.
Uh,
Come on.
thanks
just-
everyone.
That's just biology.
Thanks
a
everyone. I know. Look at them.
We're in trouble.
Thanks everyone for joining us, and hope to see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for having us.
Bye.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
being here.